Time to bring the thunder. Let the heavens rage! Zeus!
Hello everyone, OPTCG here with another gameplay video, POV and commentary, Pluffy versus UP Sanji. If you haven't already, subscribe, like the video, get notified to not miss any OPTCG content, and as always, and on each video, down below in the description, the deck list I'm playing here in today's game. So my opponent won the dice roll and he decided to go first, so I have to go second. I choose to mulligan because I had the feeling that my hand is not good enough. To be honest, UP Sanji, I think it's a very strong deck, but I do not play often against it, so this could be a little bit a weak point of mine in this game here. So let's see how I will be able to handle this situation. So my opponent starts here with a good turn 1 play. It's the event. Luffy is the man that will become king of the pirates. So basically he can search the top 3 and he does not need to show me the card he searched. I also started my first turn very good with a low searcher, top 5. So let's see here. I do have a ramp for next turn if necessary. I have a Sanji, maybe this could be something to play. Deciding here to take Sangoro because if I see Luffy Taro, it is nice to have a target to play with Luffy Taro together, so that's why Sangoro here, but also a 1k. I could also have decided to take a 2k, but it was not necessary in my opinion. My opponent here, turn 2, he plays his 3-cost Sanji, a very strong card in this specific deck, which has the ability for every 5 events in your trash, this character gains plus 1000 power, and when this character would leave the field due to your opponent's effect, you may instead return 1 Don to your Don deck. So basically, you can't remove this character. Taking here the first life, I think my opponent used here with his leader ability the draw 2 event and then swing with leader to get back his Don. I saw from my life a Big Mom, which could help definitely, because even though I will probably never be able to remove the Sanji, but if I try to remove him, I force my opponent still to go -1 in Dons, which maybe could help me a bit to, let's say, win the long game. So, deciding here to use leader ability, see another Big Mom. Okay. Probably going to play here Sangoro, just to have this draw ability, which is also very strong. Okay. Mr. 2, I see why, because I want to ramp to be able to play Big Mom as fast as possible. Because I'm here now on 6, next turn on 8. If I use leader ability on 9, I can already try to spam my big bodies, either Big Mom or my Rush Luffy. So swing here with 7, my opponent took the life, and now it is his turn. Of course, as I ramp, basically I'm playing a bit into my opponent's leader abilities hands, because he has the ability of, when attacking, if the number of Don on your board is equal or less than your opponent's, add 1 Don from your Don deck as rested. So if I'm ahead with Dons, he basically can always use this ability when he attacks, so he does not need to use the other ability first, which is activate main once per turn, Dawn -1. Activate up to 1 event with the Straw Hat crew type and an original cost of 3 or less from your hand. So my opponent does here, Sanji thinks he's searching like crazy. I think he played already 2 Let's Crash the Wedding, and now he plays another purple search event. Yeah, he's just searching like crazy. So I think some good targets which my opponent definitely wants to see is the 4-cost Reiju, which has the ability, if your trash contains 4 or more event cards, this character gains plus 2000 power and plus 5 cost. It's a 4-cost 5000, which turns into a 9-cost 7000, and on top of it, it is a blocker. Very strong card. So far, I don't see him playing it. So, still waiting. He's still searching. Now he used his leader ability to search. So was this already his 4th search during this turn? That's crazy. He trashed just 4 events, which is super strong. His Sanji is now a 6k buddy. He also has Pudding on his board where he searched another card. Now he swings 5 into lead. I'm deciding here to use Sangoro because probably I will not play the next turn Luffy Taro combo. I will definitely try to play Big Mom combo. And another one. Another one. 3 Big Moms, why not? Swing 5. With Mr. 2, I do not really need to swing, to be honest. I can keep in and just wait until his Sanji is big enough where I profit from Mr. 2 a bit more than only a 6k swing. I should definitely here swing 5, use leader ability, play Big Mom, probably trash Rush Luffy. Or another Big Mom. I'm not sure if I need really 3 Big Moms. I could also consider here to apply a bit more pressure already now and play 9-cost Rush Luffy, but I'm not sure if this is necessary already now. So swing 5, he gives me 1k. And I think this was the Reiju blocker, if I'm not wrong. So if I use leader ability here, my opponent goes back to 4 dons, I think. I can't see it really because he has stacked all his don he used. But of course, leader ability. And by the way, I don't know if you recognize it, but I have finished my gold Reiju don collection in Japanese, not in English. They were a bit more cheaper, and as I don't care about the language of my dons, I think they look quite cool. And if you guys know, I'm a big Reiju fan, not in terms of anime, because again, I just repeat myself, and if you haven't heard it, now you heard it for the first time. I never saw the One Piece anime. Let me know in the comment section if you believe I should start to watch the anime or just leave it because it's too long. Anyway, I love the Reiju dons because I love the Reiju deck, and this is one of my full alternate decks which I would like to keep full alternate, and for this I decided to invest in the gold Japanese Reiju dons as well. Coming back into this game, as I said, I used the Big Mom ability, forced my opponents to to -1 Dawn, and my opponent responds immediately with a red rock to bottom deck my Big Mom. So I'm back on my turn, 10 Dawns, swing 5. My opponent gives me a 1k here with the Pudding Searcher, and I will probably play another Big Mom. Just force my opponent to go minus Dawns. I don't know if it makes a huge difference, to be honest, but I think with so many bricks in my hand, why should I not play her? I can just trash the bricks and play her and profit also that my opponent does minus Dawns. Passing here the turn, I'm on 4 life, which is quite healthy. I have some counters available, but not so much in hand size. I think only 5 if I'm not wrong. I think next turn could be the turn where I play Rush Luffy. My opponent here decides to play for 5 Rosie. He can trash 1 card and draw 2. Also Rosie, very strong card for the UP Sanji deck, because you have a lot of events in your deck and probably always want to be able to trash in combination with Rosie here. 3 Dawns open for my opponent. How many events? Probably not enough, otherwise his Sanji would be a 7 cost character. But I think not many events missing there. Again, my opponent here is able to swing for free and use his leader ability to ramp 1 rested Dawn, because I am on 9, he's on 8. Me with 4 life, no characters rested, so he only can swing into my life. I will take this life because with 4 lives I feel quite safe. Even I could consider to take with another one. My opponent decides here to not swing with Sanji. I can understand why, because I could swing free with my Big Mom into his Sanji. I don't know, because on a certain point he has to start to try to apply some pressure. Here he decided to still wait. So I will probably here swing 5, and I could actually also start to swing with Mr. 2, but probably not. I'm still waiting until Mr. 2 is a 7k, so that's why I swing with 9. And now here he comes Big Luffy, -1 Dawn, draw 1 card, and he gets Rush, swing 10. My opponent uses here his defensive event, which is called, I can't pronounce this, Concussor, probably, I don't know. Anyway, it has 2 effects, either main, if your leader is Sanji, draw 1 card, or counter, if you have 4 or more events in your trash, up to one of your leader gets plus 4000 power during this battle. So he used that one, plus 2k, and then I pass the turn with 1 Dawn open, which in any case, if I should, I don't know, try to protect my my Luffy, or my Big Mom, or if I would be scared of anything, but maybe it was not necessary here to leave this Dawn open. My opponent plays here Jozu. If you guys forgot what this card does, because we saw it in the blue Dofi meta a lot. You may return 1 of your characters other than this card to your hand. Return up to 1, cost 6 or lower character to the original owner's hand. So he returned something back from his hand and returned my Mr. 2, which, yeah, in this case is unfortunate. I should have swung the turn before at least for 6. So my opponent here again does UP Sanji things like searching, playing events with 3 cost or less for free, and so on. Drawing. So the hand resources of this deck is crazy. I think UP Sanji is quite weak into decks running 4-cost pudding. This could be quite annoying, but other than that, I was already planning also to play UP Sanji, but somehow I never had time to build the deck, because I think it's an interesting deck, and people knowing me, they know I like to play decks where I can search, where I can manipulate my deck or go through my deck quite fast. For example, like Reiju. And yeah. So my opponent swing here 5. I counter out with this Mr. 2. He gave me back to my hand, so just to avoid to give him some additional informations about my hand. He plays another pudding, and he was able to fight another 3-cost Sanji here. Will he swing with Rosie? He swings first with his Sanji, which is a 7k body now. I'm going to take this because I still feel safe and probably do not want to use Gum Gum Giant here, as I want to go to 10 dons back, because I have another 9-cost Rush Luffy in my hand, which probably next turn I should try to apply a lot of pressure. So drawing here into a Luffy Taro, I could use Luffy Taro into Zorojuru combo, search maybe a 2k or a 1k, whatever. Let's see what I'm going to play here. I would assume that by looking at my hand now, I think I'm pretty safe. So 5, 9, 10, 10 should be enough. But if I want to use my two Gum Gum Giants, I'm not able to play the Rush Luffy. Only if I use leader ability then, but I go to 1 life. I'm not sure if this would be worth. Maybe to bait my opponent to go for game. I don't know, but something also very strong about UP Sanji is that he is able to play Gum Gum Giant as well, because he is a Straw Hat Crew type leader, which is very strong. So I decided here to play another Rush Luffy, so I force my opponent to use his second giant, so he goes -4 dons, which is not bad at all, because this also helps me that my opponent does not have so many don resources available to try to go for game. Yeah, so my opponent goes back to how much dons? Should be 8 now again, because he used twice Gum Gum Giant. -4 is 6 and +2 is 8. My board looks quite good and quite strong. Let's see if my opponent sees another Red Rock, for example, to get rid of one of my big bodies. But also, maybe my opponent should try here to pressure my life. But instead, he chose to play for 6 Red Rock. So he has 2 more dons open, but also probably 15 event cards in his trash. His Sanji is an 8k body. It's a free Gum Gum Giant here. Yep. Probably trashing Luffy Taro or Katakuri. Yeah, Katakuri makes sense because I will probably anyway not play him. Unfortunately, drawing into 2 bricks, which is quite annoying. My opponent plays here with leader ability his event for free, which is, I think, top 5 search. Yeah. And he's going to take, I'm not sure what it was. It was another event. Blue one. 2 dons open. He has Rosie on his field, which will restand another 2 dons. He can swing with Jozu, right, for 7k. probably a free, yeah, 0 cost event, which is plus 3000. Another 5. Should be a free, yep, 1k. Now let's see. He should probably swing here with Rosie as well, because, yeah, I don't see, I mean, this game will be decided in the next 2 turns, max 3. So here it's now the big question. Should I try to go for game or not? I draw into a Gum Gum Giant, which, how to say that, is actually good, but also a little bit annoying because I block myself by thinking if I should go for game or not, especially now as my opponent took his last life because I swung 11. And as you see, I have 3 bricks, a 2k, a 1k, and Gum Gum Giant. I could technically play Luffy Taro into Sorojuru, just to be able to have enough dons open first of all, but second, also a chance to find another Gum Gum Giant. And I was looking here into my opponent's trash, like how many defensive cards he already used. So he used 2 Gum Gum Giants and 3 Concassor, which means there is max 2 Gum Gum Giant and 1 Concassor in his hand. If so, I'm just not sure. Does he has 5 or 6 cards in his hand? I think it's 5. And I'm like, yeah, 5 or 6. But I'm like thinking like, should I go or not? Do not forget I have my leader ability as well, so I can take my life and ramp 1 don. Which means I would swing with 18k. But in the worst case scenario, because my opponent has 4 dons open, if he sees his 2 Gum Gum Giant plus Concassor, he could do a plus 12k. And he would still need some counter, but I was like, how high are the chances that he has it? I'm not sure. Let me know in the comment section if you would have go here all in, or if you would try to play a safer line. At the end here, I decided to go all in and swing, and my opponent couldn't defend it, so I won this game. It was quite interesting. GG, and see you in the next one. Bye.